Long story short, the Coast Guard picked up Tommy. He's gonna be in the hospital a couple of days. That's what Rhea tells Leah and Mia and all the folks that Tommy's bossing around as a manager of the unseen business, the street. I'm Melton, son of a carpenter Mary. Daddy carpenter worked on skyscrapers. Mom Mary Ann. I am the son of a carpenter Mary. I get to tell parables. I also do graphic art. That's what I designed today. And Tommy is the no-arm Chinese fella of our fictional streets. How did he get to be missing both arms? He was brown-nosing. His boss Wu told him to stick his arm into a wood chipper. One of those things chips up limbs on the streets over the power lines. They cut them down and then they chip them up. It chipped up Tommy's limb, his right limb. The left limb wisely jumped off. Lefty saw what was going on. Tommy was brown-nosing. He slowly fed that right arm into the wood chipper. And remember, if you've got Spectrum's phone, you check in post and find, it might be evidence for you, especially if your phone's not allowed to work in an emergency. Check in post and find with Spectrum's employees coming to your house and say, when else will my phone not be allowed to work? What is a very active part in America's high-tech lifeline spectrum? In place of that cowardly Hussein in our White House right after we got attacked by a whole lot of cowardly Husseins. You won't believe the number of Muslim-looking guys with the beards and all that I see next door. And it'll be quiet for hours. All I have to do to start that stuff out there is to make a video. It's the devil's people, so you get those devil's people installing your cable. Why can't you find someone better to install your cable and your internet? Because they're the dog of the yellow shit Chinese. The Great Wall of Evil. You don't have, I've looked, you don't have competition. Here in LA, you don't have competition. Because of the devil's people wanting Microsoft to be in the lead of the computer industry so they can slow it down. Microsoft and Bill Gates. And Spectrum's a big name in cable now because, yeah, try to call me, 424-229-4140. All of you who want to tell me about how good your cable company is or your internet company is, call me up right now. See the devil's people. Yes, those ones with those squinty eyes. Oh, you can call them Eskimos if you want. It's up to you, but most of us in our fictional streets and unseen business know it's the Chinese. Let me get to my parable real quick. You check and post. You can call them up. They've got numbers to call. Get on speakerphone. Tell them I'm calling, trying to call John Milton Brady, and I want to know my phone works all the time. Why isn't your phone working right now, and when else will it not be working, Spectrum? That's your family's lifeline. It's not something to play around with. You can find those big files to print out, just like you can print these out, so that you can have some company on that desk, on that tabletop, on that nightstand. LA skyline flower imagery. There's last month, August, a flower from there. Daffodilia.blogspot.com, also ChristComplex2.wixsite.com, 2 the number 2 the digit 2, ChristComplex2.wixsite.com/Daffodilia. Hit the heart there, you're going to find what I just showed you in the bedroom. Hit the boxes to the right, you're going to find 25,000 plus graphic art photos. You can print out, that's what the outside border is, that little gray part there. You can leave it on. I usually take it off. And yeah, laminate will last longer. A couple paper clips will hold it in place on your desktop. A few coins if it's windy. But come see me. I had a little technical difficulties with the first. And no, believe it or not, it wasn't Spectrum piping up. Only when I make a video. The ones who have your family's life in their hands, if they've roped you into that lifeline altogether, Yeah, I'm paying almost as much just for the internet with them. And 222. That was a check. I already did it. Technical difficulties. The devil's people walking among us, showing the character once again. I'll leave it at that. But yeah, I see they've taken their billboard out. Anything about you is good. What's the phrase I'm looking for? Even if they're saying something bad about you, you can get it plugged in for your company. Let me show you a few of these as I tell you about Tami, and yeah, let me try and finish what I did with that. That's the photo you see on the refrigerator door back there. It just printed a lot darker than it was at that particular time, and it is a little hard to see the lighter part there with this. But what's on the refrigerator there is pretty much what the eyes looked like before 1996, when they started changing. Got some Saints in here. You can find, and all of these have the bigger 1 to a 4x6 print on www.saints-imagery.blogspot.com. I've got to upload last month, August. I'm one man working alone, and the devil, the Chinese, are constantly around here. High-tech toys and other ways stopping things from working properly. Oh, I haven't gotten one comment about, that you're being mean to the Chinese race. No, I haven't gotten one of those. So it must be true. Come see me in person, tell me what you think about the Chinese. The devil's people walking among us. And let me get to Tami. Rhea has called up Mia and Leah and Chang at work on Monday morning. And she says, long story short, they picked up Tami, the Coast Guard did. And he's going to be in the hospital a couple of days. So she hears them cheering in the background. They're going to have a little party at work. Tommy's not there to boss them around. I tried out several different fonts with that back in 2013, I think. That's the beauty. You got hundreds of fonts to choose from. You got a font you like? If I got it on my computer, I can put it in there for you. Remember to check and post and pipe. Let me get that part in before I tell you about Tami and Rhea's cheer up to the bees. Last year, Tami got in trouble catching frisbees. He can only catch frisbees 2 ways, one with his mouth, the other with his feet, and he's not as good as jumping up that high with his feet. So, see that phone you're making a video of? Is every child in America's lifeline? Make that video. All soldiers of military bases worldwide. All firemen of the fire station's phone, all policemen of the police station's phone, all across America. Phone records don't lie. Those who are hijacking your call to me are worried enough about their crime of stealing your call, your peace of mind. You don't know when else your phone won't be allowed to work. They're worried enough about to alter phone records covered up. Check out my every call to and from my phone, 424-229-4140 at Spectrums. Why? Why are these people so damn desperate?